everything you need to know on retention and nofap benefits I'm going to be covering in this video. So I do apologize if I do miss some benefits. There's a lot that there's pretty much out there. Quick note just before we start into the video, essentially there's a couple additional benefits you guys get when you practice nofap. You guys are going to notice that you don't have a false sense of reality. The other thing is watching spicy content, you're kind of training yourself to get in the mood essentially when you just watch spicy content, so that can lead to like ED, performance issues, things of that sort. So the other thing is you're going to notice you become a little bit like more in tune with the world, and you'll notice that as well with retention. So they're kind of similar but also kind of different. Anyways, so those are the only differences with the benefits between retention and nofap. Other than that, all of them are the same. And the other thing I want to mention before we dive into like all the benefits, you'll watch retention or nofap benefit videos, and essentially they're like, oh, okay, well, you're going to notice this benefit, you're going to notice that benefit on this day and that day. So some of these benefits, you may see them, you may not see them. The other thing is, don't expect it to see it on a certain week. And the reason I say that is because a lot of these like timeline benefit videos, you'll notice as you go along through this journey. This is something free to practice, free to do, and I highly recommend it. You're not going to notice every single benefit, and you'll notice that it doesn't happen exactly when people say, oh, okay, it happens on day 28. No, it happens when it happens. And that's the thing I don't like about timeline videos, is because they give you a false sense of expectation essentially. But now with the benefits that you guys should notice. So when you guys first start off with retention or nofap, you're going to notice the brain fog stage. And essentially the brain fog stage is like where you're a little bit slow, you're sluggish, and you'll notice that you're a little bit off. You'll notice you're more clumsy, and you're just not fast to responsive questions. Like if somebody's talking to you, you're not going to respond as quick. You're going to be just like out in the daze, daydreaming. Essentially, you're going to notice that you're a little bit slower. The other thing you guys should notice is your testosterone go up, and of course you have to get this tested, which I know there's a Reddit story that they tested it, and I think they did it for a month. But essentially there was a study that was done, and after a week your testosterone could increase up to 150%, which in all reality you're lucky if you get like 10-20%. That's a huge difference honestly in your testosterone. But essentially when your testosterone increases, you're going to notice you become more energetic, more vibrant, more happy, more determined, more driven. And the reason I say this is because your testosterone does so many good things for you guys. And you'll notice like on these retention benefit videos, essentially you're going to notice they all talk about similar things, but it all leads to the testosterone when you think about it. So you're going to notice your skin will get a little bit healthier, you're going to become a little bit happier, your skin becomes a little bit happier. You'll hear this on retention and nofap videos, like the female attraction. This is something you have to kind of think about. Essentially, the reason like the female attraction is because your testosterone goes up. So I always mention this, it's like magnetic. So you have your polarities, they're always attracted to each other, and they're complete opposites. So you have testosterone, and essentially women have estrogen. So of course you're going to be attracted. In some cases it may not happen. So like with magnets, you'll notice if you connect north to north, they're going to repel each other. But if you flip it the other way around, north to south, they're going to go ahead and just boom, smack together, and essentially they're attracted to each other. So you'll notice that. But when you guys want to know when those kind of benefits happen, in my honest opinion, you should see them around after 2 weeks. And I'm just leaving it a little bit vague because I don't want to be like, oh, okay, well, on this week you're going to notice this, that week you're going to notice that, because like a lot of benefit videos, they'll kind of mislead you and tell you, oh, okay, well, you're going to see this, you're going to see your eyes glowing on week 3, and it's a possibility that you can even see that. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys. I was looking up online what kind of benefits are out there, just because I kind of forgot all the benefits that are out there, which I know, like energetic, feeling confident, feeling vibrant, feeling determined, feeling motivated, feeling happy, being in tune with the world, being more alertive around your surroundings. These are like the main benefits you guys will notice as you go along your journey. Obviously, the longer you do practice retention nofap, you'll notice the benefits kind of increase, but then they'll kind of like fade away as well. And the reason I say that is they fade is because you kind of get used to them. You're always seeing, oh, okay, well, I'm feeling energetic, and eventually you just get used to feeling energetic, and it becomes your new normal. And so essentially, I typed this onto ChatGPT. Essentially, it said increased energy, which we covered, improved focus. So you'll actually notice like you do become more focused on little certain things. You're like, okay, well, I need to go do this, I need to go do that, and you come up with solutions actually a little bit easier. I don't know why. This is something you kind of do notice a little bit. Then again, you are being aware of it, so I'm trying to come from a non-biased point. So maybe it's something that just from watching videos, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I'll pay attention to this, see if that happens. Enhanced confidence, you'll actually notice, I actually noticed this one on myself. I became more confident, and I became really confident on like a 2-month streak. And you'll notice like your voice deepen. You'll hear people mention on videos that your voice will deepen. Your posture overall will just be different. And this is stuff that I don't really pay attention too much to. The other thing is you'll notice you're talking a little bit slower, which is actually more attractive. You'll notice that people mention this on like benefit videos, is your voice going deeper and then you talk a little bit slower, which I understand that's attractive, and that's why there's like the female attraction. So the female attraction, I want to cover that real quick briefly for you guys. So essentially, you should notice women be somewhat checking you out, being attracted to you. But the other thing I want to make sure you guys know is you do have to be somewhat above average on the good looking scale, essentially, because if you're unattractive, of course, people probably aren't going to pay attention to you. It's just the way how the world works. You're attracted to certain little things. So essentially, last point, confidence, better physical performance. That is something I actually have noticed. So if you guys do work out, I notice I'm able to push more weight, and I'm more, so going back to that focusedness, you're focused on pushing that weight. So like I do notice like I do push weight a little bit better. So to read basically what GPT put was, some athletes and bodybuilders believe that abstaining from I don't want to say that for YouTube, can lead to improved physical performance, including increased strength and stamina. Sorry guys, the screen's a little bit blurry and all that just because I took a picture of my computer screen. But improved emotional balance. So yeah, you'll notice you become a little bit more happier, vibrant. You're just overall in a positive attitude. And like I said, that's partly due to your testosterone. Your testosterone does so much. So the other thing is increased willpower and self-control. So the willpower and self-control, that's easy to explain. So essentially, you're kind of making yourself be disciplined because you're not giving in to your urges. You're just focused, oh, okay, well, I can't do this. So it kind of helps in one aspect of your life that leads to essentially improving all other areas of your life. So it also mentions spiritual growth. I haven't really noticed anything about that, but then again, I haven't paid too much attention to that, so that's not a benefit I really paid attention to. The other thing is enhanced relationships. So that one's kind of understandable, somewhat a benefit. You'll just be more in tune. Like when you're talking with somebody, you'll notice, oh, okay, well, I just feel like I'm like, what is it? You understand them a whole lot better. And then on top of that, you're not dependent on other people's opinions or thoughts. You're like, okay, you know how you sometimes self-doubt. You're like, what does this person think about me? What do they think about that? Or I just did this, and you're kind of questioning. So that kind of goes into the confidence as well. So essentially, you're outcome independent is what I meant to say. Is essentially, you're no longer dependent on certain little outcomes. You're like, okay, well, I made this mistake, whatever, and you just move on. And you'll notice this, you'll just keep on overcoming things and just become confident. So with enhanced relationships, the other thing you'll notice is that you take the time to listen to people and understand them and just figure out, oh, okay, well, this is what they're talking about. Because like something that I noticed is on the longer streaks is I pay attention, especially more with my girlfriend. I listen to almost every single word as if she was telling me the lottery numbers. I just pay attention. I'm just like more focused on it. And essentially you'll notice this, that you're just a little bit you're more focused essentially. So I asked for more additional benefits from the AI essentially. So the other one it did mention was skin and hair. You'll notice that your skin and hair does become a little bit more healthier. When you think about it, this is a reasoning. You're no longer wasting resources. That's the best way to put it for you guys. The other thing it mentions is enhanced sleep quality. That's something I haven't really paid attention to or really noticed the difference. Deeper voice, I talked about that earlier. Greater resilience, that kind of goes back to the athlete one. You're a little bit more stronger just in general. Better posture and confidence, I already talked about the posture. You'll notice that those kind of go hand in hand together. Spiritual awakening, again, I haven't really focused that. Anyways, so there's tons and tons of benefits out there, and I'm not going to cover every single one. Like, I didn't cover every single one by the AI. I cover the ones that I did recognize and I felt like are important for you guys to pay attention to. So everything that I covered in this video, you should see. If you don't see it, okay, well, tough luck. It's a benefit that may happen, may not happen. So main takeaway, guys, is be aware of some of these benefits. Start paying attention. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to notice this benefit. I'm going to notice that one. And notice what benefits you don't notice. Also, give them time. Give them about 2 to 3 months. And I know that's going to be real difficult to actually practice retention, a 2 to 3 month streak. But once you do hit that 2 to 3 month streak, you can honestly give your honest opinion about, oh, okay, well, this is every single benefit I hit. Also, I hit this flatline stage. That's where I notice my benefits kind of go away. And you'll notice all these certain little things. So I recommend you guys give it a try for 2 to 3 months and see what happens. Anyways, don't forget to smash that like button, and I'll go ahead and catch you guys in the next video.